Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. More West Bromwich Albion career mode. This is like part 11, right? This is part 11. Every single time we start a video, I get confused. I don't even know which part it is, but it's episode 11 definitely. We got a game against Watford to begin. I'm not even sure who else we're playing in this episode, but in the next few episodes, starting from, I can't remember, I looked at the calendar. I think the next two episodes are going to have 2 games only, and then the episode after that, which will be part 14, will be a FA Cup game. So we're going to make that a live game, the first FA Cup match of the series, with obviously the new graphics and all that. We are playing Everton in the FA Cup, so that will be an interesting game. Obviously, like I've said, I have upped the sliders. With each video, I'm upping the sliders a little bit more, and it's actually, maybe when I do the live FA Cup game, I'll show you my sliders that I'm using, and because they're actually really good. Like the CPU are attacking a lot, and they're actually coming out with me with intent. And the main thing I'm seeing is, I feel like sprint speed, because I put their sprint speed and acceleration up. I've absolutely thrown it up. I ain't little tapping it up. I've thrown it up mad high. So now they're just, especially when they're closing down, that's where I'm seeing the biggest difference. When they're closing me down for the ball, they're just flying at me. I've put that up, and I've put their marking up as well. I've taken my marking down, so it's a little bit harder for me to defend. And also goalkeeper abilities. There's a few other things that I switched, as Dini puts them 1-0 up. And I think that was a bit down to the fact that I took my marking down. Because you see there, he's just a little bit open. And when he controlled it, that probably was my fault. I just wasn't close enough to him. Couldn't get the challenge in. He span on the ball. Left foot past it. And Troy Deeney, I like Troy Deeney. We've actually been linked to Troy Deeney in the last episode. Transfer window is about to open soon. So, a few rumours going around. Okaka gets a good touch going in right there. He plays in for Levy. And I'm not sure if that should have been given. If Levy went down right there, it probably would have been a penalty. 66 minutes on the clock. Jonathan Lecco dispossessed. It's a beautiful ball played in, but for some reason we're just wide open as it's played into Okaka. He squares it. It's for Levy again with another chance, but Olsen gets back to make an absolutely impeccable sliding tackle right here and keep us in the game. Jonathan Lecco down the left hand side. He finds Rondo. He turns on it and he tries to just bend it into the top far corner. He couldn't get that to go into the back of the net. 70 minutes on the clock and we're still 1-0 down. That was the best chance of the game for us so far there. We could have drawn level with that one right after having a chance to be down again. But 77 minutes in, our chances of getting a victory from this game more or less just went out the window, as Jonas Olsen, who'd got back to make an outstanding challenge right there to keep us in the game, has now pretty much put us out of the game, or at least the chances of us getting back into the game have gone down. And I don't know, man. That's not a red card to me. I know he kind of came through the back of him. He kind of like, I don't know, but he got the ball. It wasn't particularly dangerous. It wasn't high or anything. I don't think that's a red card. It's a little bit harsh on Jonas Olsen. 84 minutes and another brilliant chance. It's gone to Jonathan Lecco, who apparently, someone in the comments told me he's Congolese. Now, I didn't know that. For whatever reason, I don't actually know the reason. I just thought he was Nigerian. I don't know if I read it somewhere, or I thought he was Nigerian, but he's not. He's Congolese. So my bad for saying that he was Nigerian in a couple episodes. It is what it is. We're playing right here against Chelsea in this game. There's their lineup. Alonso playing in the left attacking midfield. We've got a big game right here though. And again, the same problem that we've had. Well, can you call it a problem? The same issue. I have a problem with it. It seems like every FIFA career mode, the big teams never play their strongest sides. And you could say maybe it's a game that they're not respecting us, but I mean, we're doing well this season. They should be respecting us. They're playing players like Todd Kane at right back. Players like Marcus Alonso. They're not playing Hazard. They're not playing Costa. It's like, come on. Look at that piece of skill from Jonathan Lecco with the roulette to get around his man. Plays in Claudio Jakob. He finds Chadli. Only 6 minutes gone on the clock. And Nasser Chadli playing in the attacking midfield position again. Getting himself involved in games. And he's scoring the opener. But that one's all down to Jonathan Lecco. I'm not going to show it in the replay. But you saw what happened. That beautiful spin to get through in behind the defence. Played in Jakob. And from there, he just slid it to the side. And Chadli's finish is really good. Again, Chelsea not playing their best keeper. That's not even Begovic. I don't know who that is. That's not Courtois. It ain't Begovic. I don't know who that is. So, for some reason, they're not playing their best team. Todd Kane this time actually had a good game in this match though, so regardless of them not playing their strongest side, he did play well. It's Marcus Alonso, another player who's not in their strongest lineup, who pulled them back into the game only 6 minutes after we scored. So we scored 6 minutes in, they scored 12 minutes after, well, 12 minutes into the game, 6 minutes after that. And again, we're struggling to defend the corners. Neon not doing enough to get his head on that cross, man. Like, Alonso threw himself at that. Neon didn't. He didn't even look like he wanted to get it, but we are pegged back in this match. And it's a bit disappointing. Marcus Alonso right there scoring his second goal of the season. I didn't even know he could play as a left winger. Left back, left midfield, I guess, left wing back. But left midfielder, Jakub wins the ball back right here. 41 minutes on the clock. He has Chadli forward, and Chadli has slid through. He's got a chance to take a shot. He pulls it out wide a little bit, but look at that for a finish from Nasser. Super Nasser right there. Beautiful finish from the Belgian. He puts us back in the league right before half-time. That is an outstanding finish. Clip the post. You'll see from this replay is hit the inside of the post. Gary Cahill didn't want to get a little bit too tight because I guess Rondon was in the box. But Chadli took it early, laces through the ball. Keeper wasn't getting anywhere near it. I've noticed keepers like to dive underneath the ball quite a lot in this game as well. But there seems to be problems with keepers every single year. So it is what it is. They're a lot better than they were recently, so we ain't going to complain. But beautiful finish from Chadli to get us into the league. But Chelsea looking like they want to make something out of this attack. William pulls it back, and it's Todd Kane burying it into the back of the net. The right back he was getting into so many attacking positions in this match. It's crazy, like just everywhere I looked he was there, and our midfielders weren't really tracking back with him. He celebrates with Antonio Conte getting Chelsea another goal, and so far in this match every highlight has been a goal. Every highlight has found its way into the back of the net. It's just goals galore right here, so let's see if that continues. Todd Kane, look at the finish though. That's the finish of a striker. Laces again, just like Chadli, laces through the ball, followed through, hit the back of the net with assurance right there. Beautiful. Oscar this time, that would have been some goal. The position he was in, he just looped it, almost went in, lobbing the keeper into the far post. They did bring on Hazard in the end, as you can see right there. He didn't make a difference. Not much chances other than the goals that were scored, and we did get a point out of the game against Chelsea. So they're top of the league at this point. So to get a point against them, I'm happy with that. I'm proud of the performance. We played really well. Nasser Chadli was the standout performer for us, and he's really started it. He's improved. The first 4-5 episodes, he really wasn't up to scratch. Like he wasn't cutting it. I wasn't happy with him. I was looking at him thinking he's not what I expected him to be. When I started the series, I thought Chadli was going to be the main guy, the creator at least. But I mean, I feel like for me, for whatever reason, players who play on the left wing don't really get involved in the game as much for me. It's generally my right side of midfielders who get involved a little bit more. Like I said, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but maybe we'd have to move him out of the position. But like I said, I'm not going to change my formation just to suit Chadli. If we was to bring in someone better who were playing a cam position, maybe we'd change the formation, but not Chadli. Like he's what, a 78 overall? He's not worth switching the formation for, especially when Rondon and Berahino are playing so well, scoring goals. Rondon, it's obviously been a little while since he scored a goal, but he does manage to get onto the score sheet finally now. Berahino and him linking up well. This is what I'm saying. They link up well together, so I don't want to change things just for the sake of it. Swansea gave the ball away right there. Berahino waited for a nice little run around the back for Rondon, and he's finished it well. Keeper wasn't going to save that one. He'd do well to save that one, but it's a really good finish. He just done what he needed to do. He had the far post open, and he slotted it into the bottom corner. Solomon Rondon gets his 4th goal of the season. 25 minutes now. Swansea trying to get something back out of it. Dyer there spinning his man. He plays in Neil Taylor, who for some reason finds his way into the box, the Welsh left back, and his right foot shot fires over the bar. Joe Ward getting a start in this game. He plays it out right all the way. I think it's Berahino. Yeah, he pulls it in. It falls to Rondon, and his header is blocked. It falls to Ward this time, and he tries to go for like a bicycle scissors kick animation straight at the keeper. Unfortunately, if he could have put that either side of the keeper, that would have been in the back of the net. Would have been a nice little goal. We would have been 2-0 up. We would have been cruising, but he couldn't hit the back of the net, and we've got a corner to result. Nasser Chadli on the right hand side, well, on the left hand side, about to whip it in. Let's see what he can do. Can he get onto anybody's head? into the box. It's a decent delivery. Keeper punches it. It's come out and Fur knocks it on. And for some reason, you'll see right here, there is not a single defender back for our team. It's come all the way out to Wayne Routledge. Lecco is doing his best to try and get back. Leroy Fur has played in. And he's absolutely wasted that chance. But that right there, especially if they score from that, counter-attack of the century. The century. Counter-attack right there. All it's taken is a punch from the keeper. Leroy Fur is actually one who knocked it on and he got on the end of it. I don't know where my defenders were or just anyone who's meant to be back. No one was around. And Lecco, it comes down to, he's done the job really. His pace just rushed for a bit, I guess, because he was able to get back and challenge the shot. But still 1-0 at this point. 70 minutes after Rondon's shot is saved by the keeper. Nathan Dyer gets the ball. He plays it into Borja. It's come back to Fulton, the young centre midfielder, and he's hit an absolute cracker from, what's that? What would you say? 25 to 30 yards he's hit that from. And I like it that the CPU can score goals like that. Every now and again they've done it on FIFA 16, but it was really rare. But I like the fact if you give them too much space, they're going to hit something like this. He's not even the type of player, his long shots can't be that good because his whole entire rate is not that good. But James Fulton, I mean, is his name James? I don't know. I think it is. Fulton though just absolutely smashes it into the back of the net, and he's involved again right here as he crosses it in, and the man who assisted him this time gets the assist from Fulton. He gets there before Ben Foster, and that's probably the first mistake Ben Foster's made all series, coming out for that cross, getting nowhere near it, and Borges just got his header in before the keeper. And just like that, the game has absolutely turned around. We was in control, we was dominating, we was in the lead, and then Fulton hits that cracker. And now he's created one for Boya. And as we go for the attack now, Swansea are just they're just picking us off. It's another beautiful pass and it's into Boya again. 86 minutes on the clock and he's killed the game off. 3-1 to Swansea now, away from home. They've got a big result right here. And this is what the table looks like right before the end of the episode. Chelsea, top of the league, 31 points. 2 points ahead of Spurs and Manchester United. Manchester City have climbed back up the table, found their way into 4th place. Hull are killing it. 5th place and Stoke in 6th, and a lot just unexpected in this table. Obviously Leicester, Liverpool and Arsenal occupying 11th, 12th and 13th. We are sitting in 10th position and I'm happy with that, but at this point I'm thinking I really do want to start pushing for this Europa League football for next season, especially because I'm looking at financial. Over the next couple episodes you'll see, we'll talk about what I mean in terms of the financial pressure that I'm under, and I feel like pushing for the Europa League is something that we need to do to advance this series and make sure that we are progressing as a team. But for now, that's the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.